It's so great to see everybody. Well, maybe Cantor, what do you think? Shall we get started? And
Yeah, absolutely.
okay, great.
But as we're getting started, so I want to mention that the kindergarten class and the people we're welcoming for concentrate consecration are are encouraged. Usually they would be co-leading and singing along, and unfortunately with Zoom we're not able to accommodate multiple sound sources at once. But we may spotlight you a couple of times so we can see that you're singing along and maybe moving along if you're moving along. So please do sing along. We'll keep you on mute, but we want to see you singing along to the songs. And we do have a couple songs here at the beginning of the service that the kindergartners should know. So we're going to be looking at you, kindergartners, to join in leading us. So with that, our very first song of the night for welcoming in Shabbat is the Shabbat Shalom Bim Bam song. So please join me on that.
Yay, thank you, Cantor. That was so wonderful. And we saw some of those kindergartners singing along with joy. That's the way to do it, guys. Well, Shabbat Shalom, dear friend. Shabbat Shalom. It's so great to be together tonight with you. Tonight we come together. We're all doing a really good job. Well, Shabbat is here. Hopefully, tonight we can let go of the fears, the anxieties, the frustrations of the past week as we just give ourselves this time to slow down, this time hopefully to breathe a little bit deeper, this time to enter the peace and the joy of Shabbat. And this Shabbat is so very special. This is our November family service, co-led by our wonderful kindergartners. We're now having our first Friday of the month led by our religious school students, and we always do November with our kindergartners, and it's extra special being led by our kindergartners, and it's our annual service of consecration, each and every family service in November. So tonight we welcome our kindergartners. We welcome all of the new students to our religious school. We celebrate with them as they enter a lifetime of Jewish learning. So our kindergartners, who their wonderful teacher, Angela Hirsch, is Shomer Shabbos, so she does not use Zoom on Shabbat. So Cantor and I have been talking to Angela all week and with Carolyn, and she really has prepared our kindergartners so wonderfully for tonight and so creatively. And our kindergartners have been learning, as we've been learning over the past few weeks, about these great stories at the beginning of Genesis. They've been learning about the story of creation, and they're going to share in just a little bit their wonderful project for creation. And they've also been learning about what we learned about a couple of weeks ago, which is about Noah and the ark and the animals and the rainbow that appeared to Noah and to all the animals. And I believe, Cantor, they have been learning a song about a rainbow that they have been practicing and you've been practicing, and we're going to share together tonight.
Absolutely. So, kindergartners, the song that you've been learning with your teacher, Sing a Rainbow. We're about to sing that one now, and we'll put the words on the screen for you so you can see the lyrics and you can make sure you sing along. Red and yellow and pink and green, purple and orange and blue.
Day number 4, which is the sun and the moon and the stars. And
Yeah.
Owen, so what are we looking at there?
Here, I'll hold it. You point. That's day 4 right there, and I made my name right there. And
Oh,
what,
cool! I love it. Look at you spelling your name. And what's that big yellow thing?
craters right there to help see the moon better. Oh, the
That's the moon. Oh, so are those like craters on the moon?
Yeah, yes. So this is the moon. The moon's a little lighter. It's a circle, and those are the craters on it right there.
Oh yeah, it looks white. It looks white, and then the craters.
Yeah.
And what's next to the moon?
Next to the moon, I did a big sun, but I accidentally cut a line right there. But I'm still.
Well, I like that. It's like the sun's rising or the sun's setting, you know, like on the horizon. Very cool. And what's above the sun and the moon, or above the moon, I should say? What's above the moon?
Stars.
Stars. So you've got yellow stars there. Very cool. Well done, Owen. Let's hear it, everybody. We can do our sacred Pac-Man, or we could do this is sort of our COVID applause, or we could do that. Sign language. Well done, Owen. We're going to give you all those things. Thank you for sharing that. Well, let's now go to Maisie Schneiderman. Maisie is another kindergartner. Maisie, where are you? Jason's going to try to find you and spotlight you.
Oh, you guys have the picture.
Yep, I have the picture, Maisie. 1 second.
Okay, great, Maisie. It's good to see you. Oh, look at that. I see 2 Maisies. I see a live Maisie and a picture of Maisie. And in Maisie's hand, look at oh, Maisie. This is this is great too, like Owen, so colorful and creative. So Maisie, what are we looking at there?
I did day 4.
Oh, day 4, it's a popular one. So what do you have there? What are we looking at?
So I did the sun, the moon, and
yeah, right above the moon there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, oh, we see the yellow stars, and we see the sun and the moon, and then I like how you added something else. What's in the center there, Maisie? It looks like you added something we're all on right now.
Earth.
Yeah, there's the Earth. There's the Earth. I see green and I see blue and the globe of the Earth. Oh, wonderful. That's so pretty. Thank you. Let's hear it for Maisie too. Let's do our sacred Pac-Man. Yeah, sweetie, what were you saying?
It's darkness and light.
Darkness and light too. Yeah, that happened too. Yeah, we talk about that in the Torah. That was so wonderful. Thank you for sharing that. And let's go to thank you, Maisie. Let's go to your friend and classmate George Seton. George.
Hi.
Hello. Hey, George. I see your parents too. Oh my goodness, George. Look what you've got there. What day is that, George?
Day 6.
Day 6. Oh, a lot happened on day 6. So what are we looking at on day 6?
The trees, the
nice.
people, and the animals.
I love it. Is that a giraffe animal or is that a llama?
Giraffe.
Oh, do you like giraffes?
Yes.
Oh, me too. Have you ever seen a real giraffe, like at the zoo? Yeah?
Did you feed it?
Yeah, very nice.
They have purple tongues that stick out really far.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen their long tongues?
Did you see their long tongues? Yeah. He fed a giraffe a leaf.
Oh my goodness. Did the giraffe like the taste of the leaf or did he spit it out?
You like it? Yeah.
He liked it. He wanted more. Well, that is so cool. And I love you've got some cutouts there, and you've got the giraffes, you've got people, and you've got the trees. Thank you, George. So wonderful, so creative. Let's hear it for George, everybody. These kindergartners are so wonderful and creative. Thank you. Thank you. Now I believe, well, I know, I don't believe, I know. Anna Sebastian. Let's say hi to Anna. There they are.
Hi.
Hi, guys. There's the whole family. Hi, Anna. Shabbat Shalom. Now, I think we've got, hi, Shabbat Shalom. So we've got your picture, right, Anna? So Jason's going to, oh, you've got it too. Even better. Live. Oh, my goodness. Look at those cutouts. I love it. So, Anna, what day did you pick?
Wanna say what day is it?
She's a little shy right
And it
now.
asked me if I could help her with.
Okay, yeah, let's have Mom do that. That's a good
I
idea.
point to things and I'll talk about them with you, okay? So can you just at least hold up your number of what day we chose to do? Anna did day
Hold up the
4.
number.
Oh, day
Popular.
popular day 4. I love it.
Yeah.
Sort of like
And
you.
so Anna, do you want to talk and say what this is in the sky? No. So this is the moon.
Oh, the moon for day 4. I love it. I
What do you
love
want?
those half moons. And what's below the moon? What are the orange things?
That's the sunset.
Nice.
And should we hold it a little closer so people can see your beautiful artwork in it? And there's a tree.
Oh, look at the tree. Oh my goodness, what's next to the tree and the sunset? It looks like an animal.
What animal is that, honey? Remember? What is it? Oh, it's a bird.
It's a bird.
A bird.
It's a bird. Nice. Do you like birds? And do you have a bird at home? Do you have like a parakeet or a bird? Maybe birds outside your window? Yeah, yeah. I have birds outside my window. They wake me up at all hours of the day and night. You would think birds like to chirp in the morning. They also like to chirp at 3 in the morning where I live. Uh,
All the time.
yeah, right. They don't know what time it is. They're having fun. Oh, that was so great. Let's hear it for Anna, everybody. Let's hear it for Anna. Thank you. Oh, and you're getting some help from your sister, seeing it nice and close. You guys are so creative, are so wonderful. Now we have other kindergartners with us tonight, and it may be that they're still working on their project. I just want to make sure Carolyn and Jason, those are all the projects, right?
I think so. If anybody else has something that they would like to share, hold it up in front of the camera.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Hold on.
Because oh, there we go, Samantha. Look at that. Oh, Samantha, yeah, can you guys unmute yourself? Oh my goodness. Let's do that. Hi, Samantha. What are we looking at there? Oh, it sounds like maybe your volume maybe is turned off, but it's I think
And does this symbolize the trees and the plants?
This is an Eastman.
oh, very colorful. I look at that. Those are great colors for the fall right now. All the fall colors.
Yeah, day 3 was about plants and leaves and things.
Yeah, that was an important day too. That was the water and the plants and the trees. Wonderful. Thank you for sharing that, Samantha. Let's hear it for Samantha, everybody. That was wonderful, Samantha. Thanks, sweetie. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, do we have any other of our, oh, Audrey's got hers. Yay. Audrey, hi. What are we looking at there?
Day 2 when the water was created.
Yay, day 2 when the water, oh, one of my favorite days when there was water and sky. I love water. Don't you love water, Audrey? Yeah, and the sky, the blue sky. Thank you. Thank you. Let's hear it for Audrey, everybody. I think we have just about all the days covered. And we're on day 7. We're celebrating Shabbat together tonight. So one of the things that we are celebrating this Shabbat is, as we talked about earlier, these wonderful kindergartners and all the students who are new to our school. And we are so honored and delighted to welcome our kindergarten class and all our new students to Temple Sinai with this annual service of consecration. We now dedicate our young students to the joys of Jewish learning. And to help us do so, I am so honored to call upon our wonderful Director of Education, Carolyn Moore Musso.
Okay. Well, first, I would like to thank all of our kindergarten families for inviting us into their homes this Shabbat as they lit their beautiful candles, all different, and shared their projects that the kindergartners have done. We had every kindergartner share a day with us. And I also want to congratulate you all on your decision to start your children's Jewish education at an early age so that they understand it's part of their whole education and a regular part of their lives really forever. That's very important in Jewish culture and tradition and always has been. I think it's what keeps the Jewish people going. And in addition, I want to welcome our other new students, all of whom are being included in our ceremony of consecration this evening. So we have Addison and Logan Wolper, who are in 3rd and 5th grade. There they are. And we have Amelia, Anna's sister, Amelia Sebastian, is also going to be part of our consecration. And also Leo Horowitz-Lipkin. Are they here? I hope.
Oh,
Anyway,
you're
Leo
waving.
was
Hold on.
also-
Hold on.
Okay, you'll find him.
Working on it.
There we are. Okay, so actually Leo and Amelia and Logan are all new 3rd graders. So our 3rd grade really got a fresh start this year with 3 new students out of 10. So welcome to all of you, and I'm so pleased to have all of you in our school.
Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you so much. Now, if we were in the sanctuary tonight for this service, and I've got the ark behind me, if we were in the sanctuary tonight, we would call up each and every one of our new students, our 6 kindergartners, and our 3 new 3rd graders, and our 1 new 5th grader, Addison. We would call you all up, and Carolyn would give you 2 things very special. And we were thinking, well, how can we do this since we're not in the sanctuary? And the answer came to us very quickly. We wanted to deliver to all of our new students what they would be receiving if we were in the sanctuary tonight. So hopefully you all got the 2 things as part of your consecration. We'd like you to hold it up. So let's see, I see Maisie right there. So Maisie is holding up a Torah scroll. So all of our new students get a Torah scroll and a certificate of consecration. So all of our new students, we have 10. I love it. We have a minion of new students here at Temple Sinai. And so each and every one of them received a very colorful certificate of consecration and their own Torah scroll to have at home to cherish during their religious school years. So we're so glad that we could bring those to all of you. We want to thank our communications director, Jason Marks, and we want to thank our custodian and video producer and cameraman extraordinaire, Jacob Barr, who traveled all around the San Gabriel Valley and all around the Glendale area and Burbank and all places throughout this region to drop those off so you and your families could have those today for this service of consecration. So let's hear it for Jason, let's hear it for Jake, and all of our kindergartners. And I am going to change my virtual background because what we do in the sanctuary is we invite you all up to stand underneath the chuppah. So we're going to do that virtually tonight. So let me change my background. Now the chuppah that we use is a talit And that actually looks like my talit. It's sort of that rainbow talit. So
Yes,
we're
it
sort of
is.
outdoors tonight for our consecration. So Cantor and I want all of our new students to picture yourself gathered underneath this chuppah. Picture yourself gathered underneath with Cantor and me and with your parents. And we're all underneath the chuppah and we are sharing this blessing with each one of you. It's a two-part blessing, boys and girls. And the blessing is this: Dear God, bless these children now and always. May the words of Torah always be sweet to you, girls and boys. May the life of Torah and Judaism bring light to your eyes. May it bring joy to your hearts. On this holy day of Shabbat, we consecrate you to the study of Judaism's teachings and practices. As you all grow in learning, may you grow in wisdom and may you grow in kindness. And in the words of Torah, in the book of Genesis, we say, Lech lecha and lechi lach. May each of you go forth on your Jewish journey of discovery and be a blessing to the world, which you all are. And let's all say amen to that. And let's do it in Hebrew. Let's do it in the way that our Torah guides us to do it, with this most precious blessing of the Jewish people, these words of Torah.
Yevarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and may God protect you.
Ya'er nai panav elecha v'yichuneka.
Girls and boys, may the light of God's love and wisdom shine upon you and be gracious to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom, shalom.
To Audrey and to Owen, to Maisie, to Enna, to George and Samantha, to Leo and Amelia and Logan and Addison, may God always be with you and with your beautiful families and give you the most precious blessing of all, the blessing of shalom, which is peace and its wholeness and its fulfillment in every way. And I invite the entire congregation. Let's unmute the congregation, Jason, and let's all join in a joyful amen.
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 Mazel tov.
Amen and mazel tov.
In the Beersheba household.
Well, thank you for all being with us. To our new students and families, thank you for being with us. Now, we understand that our kindergartners, if it's getting late during our service, please, if you need to, you can feel free to sort of leave our virtual sanctuary if you have to get the kids to bed. We totally understand. Please don't be embarrassed. So if you need to sign off, we will see you again. And if you're able to join us, that's fantastic too, because we're going to continue in our service now. We are going to turn to page 6 in our prayer book. Page 6, we come to our call to worship, the Baruch Hu. And we'd like to invite the congregation, whoever would like to, whoever is so moved, to please rise for our call to worship. We now open our hearts to the blessings in life and to their source, the divine presence who is one, who unites all creation. As we express this in the Shema, the affirmation of our faith, the Jewish Pledge of Allegiance, which you can find on page 10, everybody, page 10.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
And please be seated, everybody. Well, I am so honored. We are so honored to call upon the kindergarten teen assistant all the way from Connecticut, Sophia Adkins. Shabbat Shalom again, Sophia.
Hello.
How are you liking Connecticut?
It's good.
Is it good? Are you seeing like all the colors on the trees right now in the autumn?
They've already all fallen.
Really? They've fallen. What's the temperature there right now?
Right now it's 55, but it got down to
55.
30 a few
Well,
weeks ago.
That sounds pretty pleasant. Now, you are in the 10th grade now, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Are you gonna start driving soon?
Connecticut driving laws, you drive at I think it's 16 and a half, so I have a little bit less than a year.
Okay. All right. Well, that's something to look forward to. Very cool. The car mitzvah. And I'm remembering your bat mitzvah very well of a few years ago. And we'd be so honored to have you lead us in the Via Hafta on page 12, Sophia.
Okay. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווה היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, ושבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם להיות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתם מארץ מצרים, להיות להם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Oh, that was wonderful, Sophia. Thank you. Yashar Kochech. That was, may your strength continue. That was so great. Thank you. Did everybody catch? I loved how Sophia was doing that off of her phone. How cool is that? Sophia, you just gave me a great idea for a sermon or a little teaching on a Shabbat upcoming. There are so many great Jewish apps that we can get on our phones, right, Cantor? Wouldn't that be cool if we spent one Shabbat, like 10 minutes, talking about great Jewish apps to use?
I definitely have a Jewish app on my phone, a couple of them.
You
Yeah.
got a couple? I got about 30 of them. I'm a collector of Jewish apps. So, Jason, is there a way to share our phone screen? No, Cantor, there's no way to share a phone screen?
No, I think there is. I
Is
mean,
there?
yeah, I think, and we're a little off target right now, but I'm going to make a note and research it, Rabbi.
Well, thank you, Jason. So maybe we will do a phone screen share, and Cantor and I can share with you these great apps. Many of them are free, and some of them cost a little bit, but not too much. And Sophia just gave us a great idea for something to share with everybody. So thank you. And thank you for being with us tonight all the way from Connecticut. We know it's getting late there. Boy, it's 10:45 there. So it's getting late. So thank you, Sophia. And if you need to go too, we totally understand if you need to go. And thank you for being with us. We appreciate it. Well, let us turn to page 13 now in our prayer book, our family Shabbat service prayer book. We're now going to sing the song of joy and freedom that our people sang long ago at the miracle of the Red Sea. It's our song of redemption and hope for all God's children and for all the earth. Please join us in the Micha Mocha. Thank you, Cantor, and thank you, Lori Kleinberg, for your note to Sophia there. And we want to recognize Lori Kleinberg, our fantastic religious school assistant, who, like I say, if we were in the sanctuary, Lori would be up there with Carolyn and all of us. And there she is. Hi, Lori. Thank you for all that you do in our religious school. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Rabbi. Thank you.
Our pleasure. Thanks for being with us. Well, so I mentioned to Sophia and I were talking about driving, and I guess I've got the car mitzvah on my mind because I've been driving with my son Evan on the streets of Burbank as he has his driver's permit and he's probably going to get his license in a couple of months. And he's really good at slowing down and speeding up. And he's getting great practice with the stop signs around our neighborhood. And we have a wonderful prayer in our family service. It's one of my favorites. It was written by some young boys and girls at Jewish summer camp. And I added a little bit to it. I adapted a little bit. And I'd like to share that with you now. So Jason, let's put up on page 18 how Shabbat is like a stop sign. And I invite you to join me at home with this. We'll share in it together, and I'll lead and we'll all do it together. Shabbat is a stop sign. Shabbat is a time to rest and be with our family. Shabbat is a time for love and kindness. On Shabbat, we say blessings. We say thank you to God for making the earth, the sun, the flowers, the trees, and all of creation, which our kindergartners showed us in um, their beautiful drawings and cutouts. We say thank you to God for all these things in the earth. We say thank you to God for all the good things in our lives and for the miracles that surround us each and every day. We stop and enjoy creation. Shabbat is our stop sign. So I hope you all have a chance. We hope you all have a chance this Shabbat to stop, to pause, and to enjoy the miracles that do surround us and that are within our families and outside our door and within our homes. Well, let's take a moment now, each and every one of us, to turn inward. We're going to open our hearts and our souls to our own personal prayers and our own silent prayer and contemplation.
Hopefully you've all had a moment to reflect and spend some time on your personal meditations this Shabbat. We're going to conclude that section with Yehu L'Ratzon. May the words that we've just spoken in our hearts, may they be acceptable. And please join me, Yehu L'Ratzon. Yehu L'Ratzon, Yirefi, V'Hagyom Libi Lefanecha, Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri V'Go'ali. Yehu L'Ratzon, Yirefi, V'Hagyom Libi Lefanecha, Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri V'Go'ali. Yehu L'Ratzon, Yirefi V'Hagyom Libi Lefanecha, Adonai Tzuri V'Go'ali. Yehu L'Ratzon, Yirefi V'Hagyom Libi Lefanecha, Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri V'Go'ali. Tzuri V'Go'ali.
Well, one of the highlights for me, and I hope for you, of our monthly family service is the sharing of simchas, the sharing of joyous occasions that we're celebrating each and every month. In this month of November, we'd like to invite those of you who have a birthday in November, a wedding anniversary, and I know at least one couple has a wedding anniversary. I'm sure there's more. Yes, there it is, Susan and Philip Hain. 31-year wedding anniversary yesterday. They celebrated yesterday. The Hellers have a wedding anniversary. Oh, and it's Leah Simon's 18th birthday. Oh my goodness. Wow. could lay a vote. You know, what was it? There was something on the ballot about being able to vote if you're about to turn 18. I don't know if she was able to vote. Sarah Navmiro turned 23. Josh Schneiderman, 41. Pat Smith is not saying how old she is. Pat, yes, well done. There's no reason you need to reveal that information. Unless one wants to. My sister Joanna. Oh, Joanna's 31st birthday. Mazel tov, Cantor. Happy anniversary to all those couples, says Ruth. And Mazel tov. Frank Flam has a birthday. And Jamie. I love that. Frank Flam. Very poetic. Ethan Moskowitz. Joyce is turning 24. My goodness. I remember well when Ethan was having his bar mitzvah. Happy birthday to Ethan. And best to you, Joyce. Best to you and the family. November is the 25th anniversary of the Freeds joining Temple Sinai. Yay! And what a blessing you all have been for these past 25 years. Maggie and Jan and family. Percy, it's your mom's birthday on the 19th. And again, the Mazel Tovs coming in for our wedding anniversaries. Well, so much to celebrate. We'd like to say this is a Simon Tov and Mazel Tov moment. It is a good sign and it's good fortune that we are all together celebrating these November happy occasions. Please join Cantor in singing Simon Tov and Mazel Tov. And Mazel Tov to George and Stephanie Lowe, and Mazel Tov to everybody. Thank you for sharing these happy occasions with us. Well, as I think a number of us heard, of the weeks leading up to the election, that this year it was not going to be an election day, it was going to be an election season. And hopefully the season's not going to last too long, but it's certainly lasting longer than election day. So we are in the election season, and we thought it might be nice to continue the blessing for our country that we did last week before the election. And Cantor shared this with me. We were looking for a really good one, and Cantor found a great one in the conservative prayer book called Siddur Lev Shalem, which means a whole heart, a Siddur of a whole heart. And so I'd like you just to listen and to receive this, this prayer for our country. Dear God, grant to our country the will and wherewithal to fulfill its calling to justice, liberty, and equality. May each of us fulfill our responsibilities of citizenship with care and generosity and gratitude, ever conscious of the extraordinary blessing of freedom, ever mindful of our duties to one another. Bless those who volunteer to labor on behalf of us all, and I think our extra special blessing to all those folks who are counting the ballots in this country and allowing democracy to work and continue to work in our country. Our blessing is on each and every one of them. And may all the folks who volunteer to labor on behalf of us all, may they find strength, may they find courage. Dear God, fill us all with the gifts of love and courage, that we may create a world that reflects your glory. May we each respond to the charge of your prophet Micah. For what does Adonai ask of you? Says Micah, only this, to act justly, to love kindness and mercy, and to walk humbly with your God. May the one who brings peace on high bring peace and prosperity to our world and keep us in safety. And let us all say, Amen. And with that prayer in our heart, we also add a prayer of healing in our hearts for people that we know and care about who are in need of a healing of body and a healing of spirit. And we'd like to turn now to page 24. Page 24 in our prayer book as we join together in this Misha Berach prayer of healing.
Misha Berach Avoteinu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen.
Well, at this time, we'd like you to please put the name of people that you know who are in need of this prayer of healing, who are in need of God's healing presence and our love and support as we think of all of them. Our prayers go out to them as our prayers go out to the temple members listed on our Misha Berach page. And I'm thinking tonight of Elizabeth Rausch, a healing and restoration continue to bloom in her life. We're thinking of all of these temple members, and we're thinking of all of these family members in need of healing. And we are thinking of all of these friends and coworkers that we know who are in need of healing as we continue now our prayer of healing together.
Misha Berach Imoteinu Mekor HaBracha La'avoteinu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shleima, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
We pray that they are all healed. Well, our thoughts now turn to those who have departed this earth, our own family members who have passed, our friends who have passed, members of our community, members of every race and nation who are a blessing to humanity. We think of them now, we honor them through our memory, and we honor them through our prayer. As I mentioned the name of a loved one who has passed, I invite you to please stand, and then in just a moment, we will all stand together to recite the Kaddish prayer. This Shabbat, we remember Larry Moskowitz. We remember Rebecca Kaufman and Thad Schreibman, Howard Schwartz, David Bernstein, Stephen Strauss, Donald Allen Pocock, Susan Goldsmith, Cecilia Carpenter, Alan Loybin, Patricia Jacobson, Florence Schwartz, Claire Cohen, Peggy Nichols, Lance Gershon, and Simone Roman. And for those who are observing Yahrzeit, the anniversary of the death of a loved one commemorated this week, we remember Phyllis Michael, Anne Gould. We remember Irene Chazanoff. We remember Shirley Freed and Herman Gordon. Tanico Murillo. We remember Suzanne Lowe and Louis Lowenthal and Estella Hoflin. We remember Isaac Bulkin. We remember Rosemary Mertzel. We remember Clark Moore. We remember Werner Quast and Morris Schwartz, Susan Solomon. We remember William A. Smith. We remember Honey Snitzer. We remember Roy Jansen, Aaron Goldman, Anna Katz, and Charles Shapiro. And we invite you to offer name of a loved one that you are remembering tonight if you put their name in the chat box. And our Kaddish prayer is for them as well. And we're going to, in just a moment, stand together for the Kaddish prayer. I just want to remind everybody we've got a new version that we've been doing. We started it last week, and it just includes an additional phrase at the end. In addition to V'al Kol Yisrael, we're adding the phrase V'al Kol Yoshvei Tevel, which we're including in our prayer, not just all of us and all Israel, but all who dwell on earth, all of the righteous among the nations who have passed. And that comes at the end of the blessing. So at this time, we invite everybody to please rise as we join together in our Kaddish prayer. Together, we thank God they were all with us as we pray. Yid Kadal, V'Yid Kadash, Shemer Rabbah,
Amen.
V'Alma Divarach Chirute, V'Yamlich Malchute, V'Chaye Echon, V'Yom Echon, V'Chaye D'Chol Beit Yisrael, Ba'agala U'Bizman Kari, V'Imru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevarach Le'olam U'Lalmei Almaya, Yitbarach V'Yishtabach, V'Yitpa'ar V'Yitromam V'Yitnaseh, V'Yitadar V'Yitaleh V'Yitalal, Shemei D'Kudesha Berichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechamata, da'amiran bi'alma v'imru Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru Amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn. May we be a source of comfort to all who are bereaved. Together we say, Amen. And please be seated, everybody.
We continue the service with Oseh Shalom, a prayer for peace. If you'll please join me. Oseh Shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru Amen. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom. Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael.
Well, we are so very honored to now call upon our Social Action Chair and Board of Directors member, Carol Cornell. Hi, Carol.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody, and thank you, Cantor and Rabbi, for a wonderful service. We'd like to thank tonight's participants. Our kindergarten class was wonderful with candlelighting and sharing their projects. That was fantastic. Sophia Atkins for leading the Vayahafta prayer. Tonight's virtual oneg is sponsored by the parents of the kindergartners in honor of their consecration. Coming up at Temple Sinai, we have a very, very bookish week. Our monthly book club is meeting Monday at noon, and the Federation Book Club Festival that you need to pre-register for will also be on Zoom. We also have Minyan and Torah study tomorrow at 10:30, and the Rabbi's Spiritual Nourishment class on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. so as not to collide with JFS. You'll see full details and Zoom links on Sunday's e-blast. Thank you, everybody, and Shabbat Shalom.
Well, thank you, Carol. Shabbat Shalom to you. Thank you so very much. And we're going to do Kiddush, and then we're going to have our closing song, and then our virtual oneg. So, Cantor, do you have your Kiddush cup? There it is.
Yes, so if everyone can grab your Kiddush cup and please join me in the short Kiddush. Baruch Atai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafra l'chaim.
L'chaim.
And our closing song for this evening is the very traditional Adon Olam that most of you, I believe, should know. So please join me on Adon Olam. And we'll put the words up for you.
Working on it. I've got it.
Adon Olam, Hashem Alach, B'terem kol Yitzir Nivra, Le'ed Nasa V'chafto Kol, Azai V'alech Shemo Nikra, V'yacharei Kiflot HaKol, Levado
Thank you, Cantor. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, everybody, for being a part of this beautiful service tonight.